we were talking how it was cold, but those people up in the mountains, they're also dealing with snow, right?
Yeah, dealing with some slick conditions up in the high country this morning. So definitely want to be careful if you're going to be out and about really through the first half of the day in the mountains. We've got winter weather advisories for Ashe, Watauga, and also Avery County. This runs until 1 o'clock this afternoon, and it is because we've got a lot of slick spots up there this morning. Here's the snow still coming down there on King Street and Boone. You can actually see the roads covered up with that snow there. You can see the tire tracks where people have been driving through this. So just use a lot of caution this morning up in the mountains. I will say mostly the elevated surfaces are going to be the most slickest this morning in the mountains, but still you can see the slick roads there in King Street. So nothing says welcome to winter like some snow up in the high country and some colder weather towards the Charlotte metro area. Today is the first day of winter. Welcome to winter, my friends. It started at 4:20 this morning. Hopefully everybody has a great winter season. We are starting wintry with colder weather and obviously the snow in the mountains because of this Arctic cold front that moved through yesterday. That has brought in a lot of Arctic cold air. You can see some of the blue there, the snow moving along the West Virginia Turnpike down into the mountains of North Carolina here. And you can see that cold air really locked in place over the eastern U.S. here, especially as you get into the northeast and northern mid-Atlantic. That cold air going to be sticking around really through Sunday, so it's going to be cold through the weekend here. You want to make sure you're bundling up with your family and friends as you're out and about. 28 in Boone right now, 26 Jefferson, but it feels like teens. It's brutal up in the mountains this morning with that cold air. 34 in Charlotte, 27 at Rock Hill. But even towards Charlotte, Rock Hill, and down towards Chester, it feels like 20s when you factor in that northwesterly breeze. It'll feel a little colder than the actual temperature today because of those breezy northwest winds. But up in the Boone and Jefferson area, it feels like teens there, factoring in that very cold northwesterly wind. And with that northwesterly wind, that wind is punching up against the mountains. It's rising on those westward-facing slopes, and that is producing still a little bit of snow shower activity up towards the mountains this morning. I do think we'll see some clearing over towards Boone and Jefferson as we get into the afternoon. So if you live in the mountains, should start to see a little bit more sunshine. Plenty of sun in Charlotte through the day. We'll be in the mid to upper 40s today, though, much chillier than what we've been experiencing over the last few days. Tonight, temperatures are going to plummet back to the 20s across the region, teens up towards the mountains. And then the afternoon tomorrow, some spots will actually struggle to get out of the 30s tomorrow afternoon. Upper 30s, low 40s, only in the low 30s towards the mountains. No snow tomorrow, but again, it is going to be a little bit colder as more cold air continues to build in. If you're doing holiday shopping today, 42 degrees at 10 o'clock, 47 at 2 o'clock. I know many of you are indoors for shopping, but if you're walking from complex to complex, some of those shopping centers, you might have to be outside a little longer with some of the longer lines and maybe parking a little bit further back with the big crowds today. Here's your Sunday planner. Colder start, starting in the 20s tomorrow morning, getting only into the upper 30s and low 40s tomorrow afternoon under clear skies. So you want to bundle up for the Panthers game for sure. Only in the upper 30s by noon. Kickoff at 1 o'clock, only in the lower 40s. They asked Kyler Murray about the forecast for this game, and they told him it was going to be cold, and he wasn't very happy about that. I think he was expecting to come to Charlotte for some warmer weather. You won't be getting that unless you're going to be out Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in Charlotte. We do start to warm things back up again. Christmas Eve, we're looking at 50s after a frigid start. 50s on Christmas Day as well. A chillier start, but not too bad. And we're looking at spotty shower chances Christmas Day now. That front's slowing down a little bit, so it's looking like we're trending a little bit drier for the big day on Christmas Day on Wednesday. But we do get a little bit more warmer for late this week, and also we'll be tracking a little bit more rain chances by Friday of next week.